Welcome everybody, it's Valkia, and we're going to take a look at how to play Hanzo. Hanzo is a defense hero with a bow and arrow, but comes with a little bit of a learning curve. Hanzo is one of the few heroes which weapon acts under gravitational force, which means you will need to compensate for the drop of the arrow. In other games like Battlefield, this is also known as bullet drop. Let's go ahead and look at Hanzo's crosshair. It's the only crosshair in the game with the current heroes which is different from the rest. His default crosshair has increments to help players understand and practice where to aim with the drop. You can also change the default crosshair to another one of your choosing in the options. I've got another video on this, so feel free to click the link on the screen now to find out how it's done. So let's go ahead and practice how to aim with Hanzo. What I'm doing here is an exercise where I'm using the yellow lines on the floor on the bot training map and practicing how high up I need to aim to get a headshot. Remember, a fully pulled bow and a headshot is a good way of doing high damage with Hanzo. This is training that needs some persistence, but eventually you'll just understand and it will click how high you need to aim for the arrow to land on the head or wherever you need the arrow to land. It can be quite frustrating at first, but once you've got it, you'll feel like it's second nature. Try to practice taking out some of the bots on the platform. You'll find targets that are closer and further away, so you'll get a good mix and you'll get to alternate between the two of them. Running around on the floor also and taking targets out is a good step too, because you're not always going to be far away when you find a target. What we must also understand about Hanzo is there's a bit of travel time with his arrows. A bit like Farah, we don't aim where the enemy is, but we're going to aim where the enemy is going to go, because we need to learn to practice collisions. Here you can see some of what we just practiced in a real game. This section was actually a play of the game. A very nice technique with Hanzo is called peek shooting. You can kind of clip backwards and forwards around a corner to see where the enemy is and quickly take a shot at them. This is a great technique to keep you alive, but also can be damaging to the other team. Hanzo is also a very versatile hero. He has a great movement speed and can do wall runs to get up to vantage points, which makes him an ultimate sniper. Hanzo's E, also known as Scatter Arrow, shoots out fragmenting arrows which ricochets off walls. It's one of Hanzo's most powerful techniques and can hit multiple targets. A great technique with this, if you're facing just a single hero, is to pull the bow and shoot just in front of the enemy so all of the arrows bounce up into them. This ensures maximum damage. Hanzo's Sonic Arrow is a lightweight form of Widowmaker's ultimate. It shows enemies through the wall in a small radius. This can be used more frequently than Widowmaker's ultimate also, and can help you plan great ultimates. Hanzo's ultimate, also known as Dragonstrike, sends out two swirling, angry dragons that takes down anything in its path. One of the best things is that his ultimate can go through walls. It basically travels on forever where you shoot it. Don't forget that the payload also shows through the wall also. This means you won't need to use a sonic arrow and you can slow down the enemy team by firing the dragons. It's also good to note that Genji can also reflect back Hanzo's ultimate, so be careful upon his deflect. But eventually, the arrow that you shoot out becomes the dragon and he can no longer deflect it back. I hope this Hanzo tutorial has been insightful for you. Don't forget I have other tutorials on different heroes. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment and subscribe.